Okay, roll call.
Here.
Yeah. Here. Here.
Here.
Here.
Here.
Here. Okay, we have a preliminary matter, presentation to outgoing junior council person Julie O'Keefe.
Okay, and I'm honored to take charge here for this moment with this. I'm so honored. And Julia, before we have a certificate of recognition to present to you from council and mayor, but before I would like to just do a little summary of all the things you've accomplished this year. This will be your last sitting here. So anyway, Julie has been a very active and beneficial junior council person participating in many borough activities and projects. He attended an emergency drill at Franklin Park Fire Department, participated in ride-along experience with the McCandless Franklin Park Ambulance Authority, created Jared Box Christmas project that created 71 boxes of toys donated to children in local hospitals, specifically UPMC Children's North Surgery Center and UPMC Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh. I worked alongside Chief Leach to set up police department social media. And she set up Franklin Park Borough social media. And attended council and sessions and public meetings. So Julia, we thank you, for your contribution. And we're going to wish you the very best as you continue your expanding education.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for all you've done for us.
Thank you all. It was really an amazing opportunity. I've learned so much and it was a privilege to serve.
All right, we'll go down that way. August 21st, 2024. Coordinate Sarah's Box program for select donation programs and local hospital union council person project. Presented by the Borough Council and Mayor on Borough Franklin Park, the 21st day of August 2024. All signed and officially sealed. So congratulations on your accomplishment. There, we look forward to joining you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna. So, Pennsylvania State School is always come here and recognize student council. So, it's sort of circumstances that created for them that they weren't able to attend. So, I've been honored with representing them to the message. Beautiful. Junior council person of one. Presented to Julia O'Keefe. For Franklin Park Borough Council, August 21st, 2024. Congratulations on being recognized by Pennsylvania State Association of Boroughs. Franklin Park Borough Council. As an exceptional youth leader, your participation in borough government decision making is very much appreciated and has positively impacted the community. The Pennsylvania State Association of Boroughs is proud to acknowledge your dedication and encourage the continued growth of the people. Acknowledge Michael, Pennsylvania State Association of Borough President, Christopher F. Pennsylvania State Association of Borough Secretary, and President Greg, and Executive Director, ACC Program Director, congratulations. Thank you. Now it's my honor to swear in our new junior councilperson, Leah Rebecca.
Mayor, first we need the motion.
We'll do the motion real quick.
Just a wait.
We'll do the motion real quick. So motion number one,
Second.
any discussion? All those for,
Aye.
against? Good. Congratulations.
Thank you all. I, Leah, do solemnly declare that I accept the position of junior council for the Borough of Franklin Park. I promise to attend council meetings, observe borough meeting rules, actively participate in borough business. I understand that I cannot vote on any issue. I cannot attend executive session. Right now, we'll do it.
Oh.
It's not cooperative.
There you
All
go.
right.
You're gonna need your name changed. Okay, now I need you to sign on you.
Okay. Public comments. So residents, taxpayers, the borough are permitted to comment on current matters of concern or agenda items which are before the council this evening. If you'd like to address borough council this evening, we ask that you please stand in the microphone, give your name, spell your last name, and give your address so you will probably be identified in the minute record. Each speaker is limited to 5 minutes. As an alternative, written comments can be submitted to publiccomments@franklinparkborough.com. .us prior to 12 noon Eastern Time on Wednesday, August 21st, 2024. In order to be considered at this meeting, please include August 21st in public comment as a subject to your email and include your name and address so you're probably identified for the minute record. We have one person signed up. We do have one person signed up, Lynn Fletcher. You may, yeah, floor is yours. Yeah, please state your name, you know, address.
My name is Lynn Fletcher, Fletcher. My address is 2681 Hunters Point Drive, Wexford. I have lived in Franklin Park for over 12 years. In those 12 years, quite a lot of vegetation near I-79 has disappeared and decreased, while the amount of traffic and associated noise has increased. The number of new homes, developments, and businesses that have been built not only in Franklin Park and surrounding communities, but those constructed in Butler County have added to the amount of traffic and thus noise in our borough. I was very disappointed to learn the council decided not to have a noise study completed, something that does need to be done in order for the borough to apply for possible state and/or federal funding for construction of a noise barrier wall. The decision was made due to cost and no guarantee that funding would be granted for the noise barrier. However, only a few years ago, Franklin Park approved, had completed, and paid for a sound study for the noise from one of the local park's pickleball courts, a noise that I have no doubt affected far fewer borough residents than that of the noise from I-79, a noise that affected people only during certain hours, only during certain seasons, and only during certain weather. Unlike the constant 24/7, 365 days per year noise from I-79. Did council investigate to see if there's any funding from the state and/or federal for the study? A study that the findings and solution would affect many more taxpayers than those affected by pickleball noise. I would also ask council to find out from PennDOT the justification of a sound barrier wall constructed just this past fall along the Pennsylvania Turnpike in the Warrendale area, a roadway that has been there much longer than I-79. With the rerouting and construction of new exit and entrance ramps on Route 910, I believe the state's boilerplate response that our area does not meet their criteria for noise study and subsequent sound barrier needs to be challenged. The Pennsylvania Turnpike, the wall was constructed in an area where the prior toll booth used to be. And that toll booth is gone, but then they put up a sound barrier wall. I am very disappointed that an administration who recently ran in the latest election on a platform of wanting to improve and enhance the lives of its residents has decided not to live up to that promise, not to proceed with trying to rectify a significant noise problem that affects a growing number of its residents' quality of life. I appreciate that the borough may in the future plant some trees as an effort of noise abatement, and although that might make a small difference in the effects of noise, I believe that a forest would need to be planted to make a significant improvement. I am sincerely asking the council, please reconsider your decision and have the noise study performed. Please revisit your campaign promises and keep them. Thank you for your time.
Mr. Knock, are there any online responses? Anybody raised?
I see no hands raised.
See any written?
Right. No.
Okay, there are no written responses. Okay, monthly reports. Let's see, the minutes of the July 17, 2024, pre-post meeting, July 17, 2024, regular meeting, and the August 7th, 2024. Work session minutes were given to the mayor and council. Are there any additions or corrections? Seeing as there are none, motion number 2.
Move the minutes of the July 17th, 2024 pre and post meeting, the July 17th, 2024 regular meeting, and the August 7th, 2024 work session minutes be approved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Against? Abstained? Motion passes. Treasurer's financial report.
Starting with the revenues,
In July, for the month of July, the revenues totaled $427, which represents 3.38% of the 2024 total budget. The year-to-date through July revenues totaled $6,766,102, and that amount represents 55.63% of the 2024 total budget year-to-date. On the expenditure side, the month of July, there were expenditures that totaled $811,736. That represents 5.31% of the 2024 total budget. The expenditures year-to-date through July total $5,655,501, and that represents 36.97% of the 2024 total budget year-to-date. And that's the end of the report, Mr. President.
Move the July Treasurer's Financial Report be accepted as read.
Second.
Any discussion? All those for?
Aye.
Against? Abstain? Motion carried. Motion carries. Police report.
Thank you, Mr. President. Yes, for the month of July, our Franklin Park Police serviced 460 calls, resulting in 12 arrests, 1 DUI, 1 fraud, 1 bad checks, 4 disorderly conduct, 2 simple assault, 1 trespass of real property, and 1 intimidation, and 1 warrant. We issued 89 citations and 223 warnings. For the Trump rally in Butler, our MRAP was set up to secure 79 South to motorcade to the Pittsburgh International Airport. In addition, officers handled security and traffic control for the annual Orchard Hill Church Kid Fest that ran from July 8th through July 26th. On July 18th, the department introduced our first Facebook and Instagram pages. We currently have over 200 followers on Facebook and almost 70 on Instagram, with hopes of increasing those numbers through advertising and hanging flyers at local businesses. The department conducted 109 traffic posts on Cole Road between January 1 and July 28th, and conducted 100 traffic posts on Reach Run Road between January 1 and July 28th. In July, the officers completed 134 hours of training, and that completes the police report, Mr. President.
Recommend the police report be filed with the police secretary.
Fire report.
Thank you, Mr. President. The fire company responded to 23 calls in the month of July, including 5 alarm system activations, 4 vehicle accidents, 3 dispatched and canceled en route, 3 power lines down, 2 no incidents found, 1 building fire, 1 smoke scare, 1 natural gas leak, 1 smoke or odor of smoke removal, 1 CO detector activation with no readings found, 1 CO detector activation due to a malfunction. The fire company was assisted by other fire companies 3 times, and we assisted other companies once. For July, the company expended 437 volunteer man-hours. For the past 12 months, we expended 6,359 volunteer man-hours. End of report, Mr. President.
Building inspectors report.
Yes, Mr. President, construction report for July 2024, 27 permits were issued for the month. Single-family dwelling, 2 additions, 3 remodeled, 11 decks, 1 fence, 1 swimming pool, 1 shed, 1 sign, and 6 miscellaneous permits. Total construction value for the month was $1,076,313. Total fees collected for the month were $8,140. End of report.
Announcement of executive session. Borough Council held an executive session August 7th, 2024 to discuss police personnel. We also had an executive session tonight, August 21st, to discuss property acquisition, police personnel, and potential litigation. Old business, there is none. On the new business, motion number 4.
Move council authorize the payment of bills which has been reviewed and approved since the last meeting.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Motion carries. Mr. Younger, would you summarize ordinance number 686-2024?
Yes, this is ordinance number 686 of 2024. It is an ordinance of the Borough of Franklin Park, Allegheny County, Pennsylvania, amending Chapter 56 in the Code of the Borough of Franklin Park Police Department to address the right of borough police officers to make warrantless arrests for summary offenses and restate the guidelines and procedures applicable to arrests made by borough police officers for summary offenses. This has been advertised for potential action at this meeting.
Move to
Go ahead.
enact ordinance number 686-2024, amending Chapter 56 in the Code of the Borough of Franklin Park Police Department to address the right of borough police officers to make warrantless arrests for summary offenses and restate the guidelines and procedures applicable to arrests made by the borough police officers for summary offenses.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Motion carries. Mr. Younger, would you summarize ordinance number 688-2024?
Yes, this is ordinance number 688 of 2024. It is an ordinance of the Borough of Franklin Park, Allegheny County, Pennsylvania, to repeal ordinance number 685, 2024, which would have placed a government study commission question on the ballot at the 2024 general election.
Move to enact ordinance number 688-2024 to repeal ordinance number 685, 2024, which would have placed a government study commission question on the ballot at the 2024 general election.
Second.
Any discussion? All is for?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Motion carries. Mr. Younger, would you summarize resolution number 1368-2024?
Certainly, this is resolution number 1368 of 2024. It is a resolution of the Borough of Franklin Park, Allegheny County, Pennsylvania, regarding a RAAC grant in the amount of $230,000.
Move to adopt resolution number 1368 of 2024, authorizing the filing of an application for grant funds with the Redevelopment Authority of Allegheny County in the amount of $230,000 for Blueberry Hill Park Veterans Trail Stream Crossings.
Second.
Any discussion? All is for?
Aye.
Against? Abstained? Motion carries. Mr. Younger, would you summarize resolution number 1369-2024?
Yes, this is resolution number 1369 of 2024. It is a joint resolution of the Borough Council of the Borough of Franklin Park, Allegheny County, Pennsylvania, and the Borough of Franklin Park Civil Service Commission, approving the Civil Service Commission's amendments to its rules and regulations.
Move to adopt the resolution number 1369-2024, a joint resolution of Borough Council and the Civil Service Commission approve the Civil Service Commission's amendment to its rules and regulations.
Second.
Any discussion? All is for?
Aye.
Against? Abstained? Motion carries. Mr. Younger, would you summarize resolution number 1370-2024?
Yes, resolution number 1370 of 2024 is a resolution of the Borough Council of the Borough of Franklin Park, Allegheny County, Pennsylvania, declaring certain personal property of the borough as surplus and authorizing its disposition by donation to Economy Borough.
Move to adopt resolution number 1370 of 2024, declaring a speed radar trailer owned by the Police Department of the Borough as surplus and authorizing its disposition by donation to Economy Borough.
Second.
Any discussion? All is for?
Aye.
Against? Abstain? Motion carries.
Move Northwest Bank letter of credit number 830-500-4940 in the amended amount of $258,170 for the Black Oak Investments Office Building be reduced by $163,070, leaving a balance of $95,100 in accordance with the letter from Lennon, Smith, and Solaray Engineering dated August 15th of 2024.
Second.
Any discussion? All is for?
Aye.
Against? Abstain? Motion carries.
Move to approve the renewal of CoStar's contract number 4600016537 for rock salt with American Salt of Mount Morris, New York, for the period August 1st, 2024 to July 31st, 2025, at a cost of $87.50 per ton delivered.
Second.
Any discussion? All is for?
Aye.
Against? Abstain? Motion carries. So comments from, manager comments?
Sure. Just want to briefly thank Julia for her service over the past year and welcome Mila to Borough Council.
Solicitor Max?
Happy back to school season.
Okay. All right, Mayor?
Oh, I just, thanks again for Julia and all your contributions you made to, all of us up here, for this past year. And, Mila, thank you for coming, and, we're happy to have you on board with us, and you have a lot of learning you will pick up here. Most important thing is there'll be a lot of things that you hear that is new to you, and, maybe not quite as understanding as you could be or want to be. So feel free to ask questions anytime if anything comes up that you don't understand, because we want you to learn also. So congratulations, happy to have you on board.
Maura?
Same. Thank you, Julia, for your time. It was a pleasure to get to know you and to work with you. We wish you the best of luck in your senior year at school, and we know good things are coming for you. Mila, welcome, and we look forward to working with you.
Same. Congratulations on completing your year as a junior council person, Julia, and welcome, Mila.
Same for me. Julia, you did a great job. You accomplished many things, and we really appreciate it. And Mila, we're happy to have you working with us for the next year.
The same as other councilmen.
Yeah, Mila, you're gonna have to work extremely hard to keep up with what Julie already accomplished, but I think you can do it, so. And Julie, good luck as you return back for that senior year. And then secondly, I'd like to thank the police department. They did an excellent job with the traffic study on Cole Road, as the chief reported, and I believe we found 63% of the vehicles going down there. It's over 10,000 vehicles. 63% were ticketable if you had enough cars there to catch them. So perhaps in the future, council and the Public Works, we can look at what may be what the possibilities are to do something to get a better handle on the high speeds over there. But thank you again, Chief, for that. Nothing else, Uday. Thanks.
No additional comment, Mr. President. Thank you.
Okay. Tim? Sorry.
This was supposed to be police chief.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, there's.
Here.
No, there's.
Chief?
Thanks, Julia, for the help of the meeting.
Scott?
No additional.
Okay. Thanks.
Mr. President, I have one more comment.
Go for it.
Yeah, thank you very much. I want to thank Public Works for their good work. I just happened to have my street paved today, and they're just amazingly skilled. They're just amazing. I mean, it's a work of art, and they just contribute so much to Franklin Park's reputation of being the best place to live. And there's no question about that. What a wonderful crew you have, and we're so thankful to have them. So please share with them our thanks. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you, Julia, for serving, and welcome, Mila. On to public comments. Mr. Knock, are there any hands raised?
I see no hands raised, Mr. President.
Okay. Is there anybody who wants to come speak? The floor is yours. Same rules. Okay. Okay. Get a motion to adjourn then?
So moved.
Okay, we're adjourned. Thanks.